For Zwifters, this is huge. Today, I'm going to be looking at the Zwift Ride smart bike in more detail, as well as taking it for a spin. Let's do it. Zwift shook up the indoor training market 10 years ago when they launched their virtual cycling program that enabled users to hook up their indoor trainers and get riding in a virtual world from anywhere around the world. It revolutionized training indoors, and it made what was once a boring side to cycling fun, and in doing so created a whole new cycling discipline. Their aim with this was to be equally disruptive with the tech and with the price tag. This costs roughly half the price of other smart bikes on the market. As a pro cyclist and now a GCN presenter, I've always got excited about Zwift's updates. There's now more maps, climbs, races, gameplay updates than ever before. And to go with this, Zwift have gradually been releasing physical hardware to improve the experience as well. Zwift Play allows you to navigate the controls in-game via controllers mounted to your handlebars. You've also got the Zwift Cog and the Zwift Click, which enables you to use almost any bike on a smart trainer by making gear shifting virtual without the need for a traditional cassette. Then you've got this, their latest piece of hardware, the Zwift Ride. It was initially launched as part of a whole system that could be bought with a Wahoo trainer. Now though, it's available separately and can be used with any Zwift-Ready trainer. Of course, there is an option for anyone out there to get started on Zwift at pretty much any budget. But if you are a big Zwifter and you're thinking about a dedicated bike to work with your existing indoor trainer, this could be the solution. Why think about a dedicated indoor bike like this, and why does it get the indoor training nerd in me excited? Simplicity is the big one for me. If you've got the space, this bike is designed to be left out and ridden by different people. It's not often that Hank and I get to ride the same bike, but that is the case here, and it's all easily adjustable by the same frame tool found on the bike. It's also clean, grease-free, quiet too, and it's got a relatively small footprint. There we go. For powerful and heavy riders, the Zwift Ride is super stiff and features a pretty bomb-proof frame. Indoor-specific bikes are designed to be ridden up virtual climbs and not the real ones, so it doesn't matter if they're heavy. And the Zwift Ride's heavy, it's 17 kilos, but what that does mean is it's really robust. The bike itself is a solid steel frame, and it gets that small footprint from that single contact point with the ground at the front, where the forks of the bike would usually fit. And that frame tool, which I mentioned earlier, is an Allen key. It's fitted to the bike magnetically, and that can be used to adjust all aspects of your bike fits, your saddle height, saddle fore and aft, your handlebar height, and also your stem length. I'm actually 6'8" or 2 meters 4 and fit the bike well, but Zwift say this should fit all users between 152 centimeters and 198 centimeters. Crank length is 170 mil, and that comes as a single option, which can't be changed though. The cockpit is complete with all the controls needed to enhance your Zwifting, and it is here where you'll find the biggest enhancements to your Zwift setup. Gear levers can be assigned to either mimic sequential, SRAM or Shimano style, and you can choose your gear ratio, so perfect for World Tour pros or anyone like me trying to winch themselves up the epic KOM. But unlike the real mechanical versions, they're silent. So in fact, the whole bike is pretty quiet. Feels really smooth to ride, I've got to admit, and really stiff as well. So you can drop those sprints in your Zwift races to your heart's content. Yeah! In addition to what you get on a normal bike, you also get Zwift-Specific Controls, which allow you to steer and also brake. So this is an additional gameplay function for those that want the most immersive experience. But if you just want to smash out the watts and not think about it, you still can. Then there are also the Zwift Play buttons for use during gameplay. Now, if you've not used Zwift Play before, these controls are a bit of a game changer, because whilst the Zwift companion app is great, this does take it to another level because it makes navigating menus easier and the options while riding are easier too. Don't have to deal with those sweaty fingers. These control functions in game, like quickly choosing which direction to head in at a junction, or controlling your erg mode, giving ride-ons, or other aspects of navigating through the quick access menu. Whilst we're at the cockpit area, there is also this really big area which can be used for storing anything you want, be it a bottle, towel, your phone. Zwift actually say you should put donuts here, which I think is a brilliant idea. But I had another brilliant idea for this place, trophies. That's where I'm just gonna put my trophies there and just be on a constant victory march. But one thing that must be said actually about this bike is that for now, it can only be used on Zwift and not other training apps. A bit of motivation. Price-wise, if you already have a Zwift-Ready Trainer, the Zwift Ride Smart Frame is now available to buy on its own at a price of $799 US or euros, or 749.99 sterling. And I think that is pretty good value, especially when you compare it to other fully dedicated smart bikes. If you don't have a Zwift-Ready Trainer already and you are looking for that full home trainer setup, then you can purchase a Zwift Ride Smart Frame with a Wahoo kicker core for $1,299 US or euros, or 1,199.99 English sterling. With the all-new cog and click which comes with the Zwift Ride Smart Frame, existing trainers like the Zwift Hub and the Wahoo kicker core are all ready to be made compatible. In terms of what qualifies as a Zwift-Ready Trainer, Zwift are publishing a list of Zwift-Ready Trainers on their website, which is going to be continually updated, so you can check that if you want to double check and make sure the trainer you're using is compatible with the Zwift Ride. Can the Zwift Ride then qualify as a smart bike? I think the proof is in the riding, and I think from that 100% yes. And also because of all that functionality. I think it's brilliant because I can essentially move my Zwift setup from the shed to inside my house, the luxury. Firstly, because my outdoor bikes don't need to come inside. They don't need to bring all that grease and muck into the house, which is pretty nice. Secondly, because it's so easily adjustable that pretty much anyone can fit on it. So you don't need multiple outside bikes in the house if you want to get Zwifting and making the most of indoor training. And you could also maybe persuade a non-cycling partner or family member as a result to get on this bike, start Zwifting, which is pretty cool. Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. If you're an indoor training fanatic, what would your ultimate indoor training upgrade be? And also big thanks to Zwift for sending over the ride. You're definitely going to see this in a few upcoming videos here on GCN, and we're looking forward to getting riding on it. I'm definitely looking forward to getting into some races. Getting cracking over the winter. Woohoo! Which I'm going to do right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's all, and we'll see you on the next one. Time to drop those ride-on bombs and some thumbs up if you enjoy this video. See you for now, everyone.